created in Laurel, Maryland, USA in 2012 by Dr. Aja Oro with the aim of promoting cultural literacy amongst younger generation and their elders to an extent. This way, the Balondo people will not only learn their culture, but will be able to preserve it so it does not become extinct. In this first documentary, as well as future ones, you will be privileged to hear Balondo Bakonja or Pew, an original Balondo people, tell from their own perspectives the story about their universe in such accuracy that it will help the general public get to know them better as a people in full control of their narrative or discourse. This is all for me. I will now hand it over to our anchor of the part 1 of BCH Presents.
Thank you, Iyakim, and to our listeners, I want to thank you for tuning in to BCH TV Presents. Today, we will be discussing the Balondo history as handed down orally by Balondo elders and documented by Dr. Aja Oro, Balondo scholar and founder of the Balondo Cultural Heritage. I must add that there may be other versions of our history out there, but according to Aja, they were written by fiction writers who did not get their information directly from the Balondo people. So please, do not accept those counterfeit versions. Just come to BCH if you're really interested in getting hold of the unadulterated Balondo version per se. Now, in proceeding, I would like to stress that Balondo Bakonja is a civilization, not a member clan of any tribe in Cameroon and the world at large. It can be traced right back to its origins along the coastal banks of the Nyanga and Luapula rivers in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where its presence is still felt in contemporary times. The Balondo people made 2 voyages to further spread their civilizing influences on other parts of the world. The first voyage from the Congo in the 1100s brought them to Ata Akpa, also Akwa Akpa, in probably the 110700s. Akwa Akpa is today known as Calabar and is located south of Nigeria, bordering Ekondo Titi, Cameroon, to the east from the Calabar River. The reasons of Balondo leaving the Congo are yet to be unraveled. However, what is not doubtful is the fact that the Ngolo Balwe Bakundu Ekombe and Bandi Bonge did not travel with them on both voyages for the simple fact that they were not and still are not Balondo people. The Balondo settled along the banks of the Calabar River in what is known today as Calabar South local government area, and like one Calabar scholar suggested, they might have arrived there even before the Efiks, who were supposedly in Arochukwu at the time. The Balondo and Efiks were good friends. Balondo called them Ba Ire, and the town itself Ire. Ironically, the Efiks called them Efut, or people from far away, even though the Efiks migrated from Arochukwu to Akwa Akpa or Calabar. Also, Balondo shared their Matamu, Rokombe, and Ekbang with them. About a quarter of a century later, some Balondo individuals deemed it wise to relocate somewhere else, given that the Calabar River harbored ferocious reptiles that devoured 1 or 2 of their people each time they went there to do their laundry, dishes, or wash their bodies. The scout who set out to explore other safer habitable regions returned with the good news. They found the coastal southwest littoral region of present-day Cameroon right up to the fringes of the Bakassi Peninsula, safe and awash with fertile forests and ocean full of fish. Unfortunately, the relocation plan drove a wedge between those in support of it and those who opposed it. The Balondo did not feel the idea of another settlement was necessary are today known as Efut Balondo in contemporary times, and that historic differences in opinion notwithstanding, they have maintained a solid bond with their Balondo siblings in Cameroon. Anyways, the pro-migration individuals, ignoring the opposition, set sail for the coastal southwest littoral region of Cameroon. As usual, in this second voyage, only the Balondo Bakunja, or pure Balondo people, embarked on the seafaring journey to Cameroon. They arrived there in the 1150s, even before Fernando Po, the Portuguese explorer, who is falsely acclaimed as discovering Cameroon in 1472, despite the presence of Balondo and other Cameroonians. Dr. Aja, the Balondo scholar, suggests that Balondo should be credited for beating the Portuguese in the race to get to Cameroon first. Having said that, the entire land Balondo occupied still is semicircle in shape and thus found out into the ocean, with 17 Balondo hometowns owning huge acres of fertile land founded by Balondo Bakunja, or pure Balondo ancestors, dotted along its circumference. As well, every one of them has a beach and a creek or estuary leading to the open ocean, including several streams, rivers, and seas. Traditionally proud to the recent changes that were made by Bakunda, the territory was divided into Njiabuso, that is Lower Balondo, and Njiabusa, of course Upper Balondo. Lower Balondo is in the south, while Upper Balondo is in the north, and both are naturally separated by the Meme River. This river was named by the founding Balondo settlers as Owana Meme because of the presence of bats along the Meme, Kombe, and Mogosi, that is the Lobe Creeks. It means in English the mouth of the Bat River, or simply the Bat Estuary. And of course, the name was documented as the Meme River by the colonials, which is the name given to one of Cameroon's prosperous divisions in the southwest region of Cameroon. Now, before I go, I want to reiterate that only Balondo ancestors founded Balondo hometowns, including Bateka, that is Isangele. Bateka should not be mistaken for Baraka. Both are mutually exclusive. Also, it was an Ilo hunter who discovered the region as an act of kindness, and he allowed the Amoto and Oroni people to settle there, mostly in the not so good area, as he moved further north to a better place. So the slave narrative put out there by counterfeits of Balondo history, which says that Ngolo man discovered Isangele and then moved north because of slavery, is grossly false and misleading. Also, the other slave narrative that Balondo settled in the Rio de Rey area before fleeing to Calabar because of the Batanga War, which is news to Balondo, is fake, as it is painful to think that Bafa Balondo people would maliciously distort the history of the mighty Balondo civilization. This must stop. Balondo, of course, can write their own history. The Balondo homeland with 17 hometowns is located in the mainland of the Boa Plain, or Njiabuso, in Bamuso subdivision. Now, based on an unpublished manuscript of a European Reverend Father and Boa oral history, the Bamuso island previously belonged to Boa. Balondo are also found in Bateka in Sangele subdivision. Bateka should not be mistaken for Baraka. Bateka is also a Balondo maritime settlement founded by an Ilo Balondo individual who first discovered Isangele. According to Dr. Aja Oru, Baraka is an extinct Ngolo family located far away up the Rupi Hills. Balondo are found in huge numbers in Ekondo Titi subdivision, Ekondo being the only Balondo township. Finally, all Balondo settlements have mefi or estuaries leading into the oceans, as well as Ndiba or underwater chambers. And so far, the deepest one is Ndongore, situated in the Atlantic Ocean. It's the abode of Balondo's sacred maritime sanctuary that does not admit Bafa or non-Balondo except a foot Balondo who are Balondo in Calabar, Nigeria. With that, we come to the end of part 1 of BC8 TV Presents. And of course, our viewers can get more information from these Balondo sources. We have Balondo Through the Ages, Introduction to Balondo Studies, this one. And we, of course, have this other one. We have the Balondo Wikipedia. Yes, it's one of them that you can get. Balondo Civilization and Balondo Civilization website and newspaper. Like this one. We have articles, we have magazines, and of course all of them are authored by Dr. Aja Oru.
The greatest victories are those that resist time. Today's joys briefly erase your yesterday fears. Your resilience has never failed to everyday challenges.